Hey everyone, Adam here again. This time we have a race to 5 9-ball instead of 8-ball, which is the one I did last time. The last video actually did pretty good, so I decided to do a 9-ball video. I think I ran 2 sets that I lost before this. Nothing was really exciting. I decided to obviously post the one that I won. Actually, I almost posted the one that I lost. It would have been 5-3, but the last 2 games were just, there was no possible way I could get out of them. The problem with 9-ball is because you can only hit the 1 ball or the lowest number ball first. If you get a really weird position like the 1 ball on one side of the table and a cluster on the other side, you can get really an impossible situation to try to break that out and get a shot on the next ball. So what I decided to do here is make the race a little bit longer, race to 5 instead of a race to 3. And you'll see as I start the video here, I put my hand up showing 5. To prove that, instead of saying, oh, I'm just going to make it a race to 5 and then win 3 games and then call it a day. But here we go. Same rules as last time. The break does not matter. I can make a ball or not make a ball, or scratch, or make the 9-ball in the break, and no matter what happens, if the 9-ball goes in, I'll spot it. It doesn't, spoiler, it doesn't go in any of these breaks. If I scratch, I still get ball in hand anywhere on the table. Actually, no matter what, I get ball in hand anywhere on the table. If I run out from making the 9-ball, even early 9-balls do count. It is 9-ball, it's not 10-ball. I win and I get 1 point. If I miss at any point, scratch, anything like that, the ghost wins and the ghost gets the points. So let's take it and start off and see what happens here. So yeah, I'm showing number 5. So that's a race to 5 here. Taking a little bit of extra time on the break. Trying to keep the cue ball in the middle of the table and trying to get a decent spread. Now here the issue is going to be the 3. The 3 does not pass the 4 on the side. It looks kind of like it might here, but you can't. The cue ball can't get in there enough. So the solution here is to get a leave on the 2 so that I can play the 2 off the 3 into the side and break the 3 out there. I know guys like Jeremy Jones recommend to always take, when you have ball in hand, follow it. I thought it would be easier for me to draw it back a couple inches rather than follow it. And I could also use the rail. I don't have to worry about the points past the side pocket, any of that. So I decided just to take this one, draw it back a couple inches. I don't have to worry about the 5-ball bridging over it there, and want to land like right in the middle of the pocket, which I got on pretty nicely. You'll notice this is the Aramith Black set. The purple is the 5, the pink is the 4. Again, the pink is the 4-ball, purple is the 5. I'm not hitting things out of order when you see this. This one I hit pretty hard because I wanted to get the 3 out of there. I didn't think it would come straight back, but it actually lined up pretty well. I do have a little bit of an angle here. If I didn't have a straight angle, it might be a little bit of an issue, but I can draw back to my right, somewhere around maybe 2nd diameter or so, to get a leave on this 4-ball. And really anything but straight in is probably fine. Even if I get straight in, it's probably not a problem. Drew a little bit further than I was thinking. Have to go get the short cue here, which I may or may not need, but I grabbed it because I figured just use it. I don't think I can just straight topspin this because I think I'm going to go right into the side pocket. So I basically did a little bit of a stun follow and just kind of draw, punch the ball right back up the table. Here in the 5, I'd like to be on this bottom rail somewhere. Frozen 2, it's fine. I was worried about overhitting the ball, so I put a lot of left spin on this and I underhit it, as you see here. Almost missed the 5. Fortunately, I hit it at pocket speed, so it went in. So I'm still at a decent angle here. All I have to do is really kind of bring this up the rail as much as I can. I'm kind of straight, so it's not going to be too much. So I came out, I don't know, 6-8 inches or so. And now I really have either just a stop shot or drop back just a little bit. I'm a little bit on the other angle to what's going away from the 7, or this way, depending on how you're looking at it. So I just drew it back a little bit. I probably should get in the habit of removing the rack template, but I just shot right over it. This is the Teom Max Rack template. It's actually really, really nice. It's thinner than, much thinner than the AccuRack and thinner even than the Magic Rack. It's about the same as the new Magic Rack that Matchroom has, the gray one. So, score here is me 1, Ghost 0. I'm fast forwarding all the stuff in between the break, and I go right to the break. So, easy solution for playing 9-ball against a Ghost is just make all the balls on the break. I made 3 here. I'm kind of looking around here to see if the 1 goes in the corner. It kind of does, but it kind of doesn't, so I just want to be careful that I don't foul on it. I'm going to play the 1-3 combo and hopefully leave a shot on the 1. Also kind of drawing back a little bit in case I don't, so I get some kind of shot on the 2 if that happens. Actually, no, I'm doing this differently. I'm hitting the 6 out of the way. So this is a legal hit. You'll see me hit the 1 and then the 6 will move out of the way. And that way, if I didn't, if the 1 went in, I would have had a shot on the 2. Here, the 1 came out a little bit too far, but I can just kind of spin this 2 rails around and get good on the 2. That's just about perfect. Here, maybe just draw it back a couple inches or stop it. Looks like I came back a little too far, but it actually isn't bad. 2 ways to play this shot. I can either go to the bottom rail and then over to the side rail and out, or I can just do what I did here and draw it to the rail and back out. You notice I'm kind of telling the future here because I played this just yesterday. The last one I waited a couple weeks before I edited it. This one I just did right away. This one I can just draw back with some lower right. And got just about perfect on that. And dropped the chalk. Thanks, Teom, for making a round chalk. It's great. At least I have carpeted floors, so I don't chase it around the place. So just like that, I'm up 2-0 over the Ghost. 2 really, really good racks to start out here. Really nothing crazy going on except for maybe that one, the 2-ball off the 3-ball. Let's see what this looks like. So here we have an issue with the 1, making the 1, getting to the 2, and getting back to the 3. I could play the 1 in the upper left, go where just about where I'm looking at, and then draw the 2 back 1 rail. But I have to get past the 8, and I have to get somewhere on the 3. So instead, I'm going to take the 1-3 combo here. And as long as I get, hit it at a reasonable speed, get the shot in the 1, then I only have to worry about getting on 1 ball to the 2 ball, which I can do pretty easily. Of course, the 1 didn't bounce off the rail at all. I'm pretty straight on this. I can't really punch it forward, so I'm going to play rail first with a bunch of right spin. The only issue there is getting behind the 6, but I played it in a way that I was either going to hit the 6 and be on the right side of it or not even get near it. From here, it's just about like stop, 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 or, stun. Five ball is sitting in the pocket. All I gotta do is get from the 5 to the 6 at this point. Play the 4 in the upper left, obviously. Just basically playing another, I call them stop shots, even though the cue ball moves, but you're essentially playing the same draw as you would a stop shot. Now here, I really want to be back to the middle of the table to be straight in on the 6. I'm pretty straight on the 5. I could have gone 3 rails around the 9. I could have gone maybe follow 1 rail back. I decided to draw this back because it should be easy, and naturally I underhit it and didn't get anywhere near what I needed to. And now this is actually kind of a tough position here. I can't go forward without hitting the wrong side of the 8. So I'm thinking of just drawing it straight back, but I have to get pretty flat on it. I have to go over to almost keep in line with it, like to the second diamond, over to the left, and then come back to the right again. And I hit that one actually pretty good. And I'm going to get a nice angle from the 8 to go to the 9. Number of ways you can play this. You can come 2 rails out and go to the left. You can come 2 rails to the top and go to the right. Or you can just 1 rail straight up and down the table. I like this way You go a little bit of follow and upper right, and then you come in, off the rail, and you're into the line of the shot on the 9. Once again, did not remove the rack template. It moves pretty good actually when you see it hit. And just like that, I am up 3-0 against the Ghost. It looks like a Ghost is going to get shut out here. Or is it? Here the 9 ball actually gets some movement. Pretty open table. The big shot is going to be from the 2 to the 4. Can't really draw off one rail. Assuming like in the middle of the table here, and I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen because you guys can't see where I'm pointing. Again, I probably should follow this with ball in hand, but I decided just to basically take a stop shot, just stun it a little bit up the table a couple inches, and just take the angle on the 2 right there. And I got a nice angle here. All I need to do is go straight across the table, not get hooked by the 7. 7's pretty close to the rail, so that's not really hard. I didn't really want to get over the 9 like this, but that's kind of what happened. Hit that a little rough to the pocket, but it still works. Here I can probably just follow it, go straight up the table, and kind of middle of the table-ish, between the middle of the table and the head spot, or the foot spot. I got pretty good on this. All I want to do here is I want to follow it over to the rail, or off the rail over by the 7, but I want to give myself enough angle that I can get to the 8, but not too much angle to make the shot harder. And I kind of underhit this. Not by much, shot's still makeable. And I do remember when I got down on this shot, it didn't feel right to me. And instead of getting up, I just went through and I shot it anyway, right into the rail. Not even close, and the Ghost gets his first point. Hey, at least I got my leave on the 8 though. That's really important when you miss shots. So here we are, 3-1 up. This is kind of a strange setup here. I didn't know if I should try to break out the 4 from the 3. The 3 does go if you're at the right angle. 3-4 combo also probably goes in the upper left. I decided to play this, leave one rail out to the 2 in the left side, because then all I have to really do is a stop shot and I have the 3 ball. But you can tell I'm looking at this and I'm not really sure. And time's a ticking away, even though there's no shot clock or anything, but I decided to go with my original thought. And I got really, really good on the 2. All I really have to do is punch this down a little bit, or I could follow to the rail and come down over to the left rail. Instead, I just played a stop shot. I didn't really punch down as much as I could. This next shot, I went over a couple times frame by frame, and I can't tell. I can't tell if this is a foul or not. It kind of seems like I might have fouled. I think a lot of judges, especially I was just the Wisconsin State Pool Association finals, or championships. For teams, we did not win the championship, so a lot of judges would have called that good, because I think they called a lot of bad hits good. I don't have a shot here. I'm just going to kind of bank it into the side, but I have to also get around for the 5. I completely miss. It goes 2 rails and I get it anyway. I'm still not really, I'm in a bad head spot because I left that shot so bad. I'm still wondering if it was a bad hit, and to make up for it, I just did this. And missed that one, and had really no great leave on the 7. So whether it was a foul or not, it would have been a loss, but I missed the 5 anyway. So Ghost is now catching up. It's now 3-2 my advantage. This rack is kind of interesting. The 3 ball does not go to the upper left. The 1 ball goes to the upper right. The 2 goes to the upper left. The 3 goes to the upper right. So I'm kind of just going to play this back and forth. The 5 does not go to the upper left. Actually, maybe the 3 does go to the upper left. But I didn't play it that way. I played it to the upper right, so I could then kind of stun over for the 5 in the upper right in the same pocket. Had to cut that out with a little inside. I got a big bounce on it, and now I'm kind of stuck. I don't know if I should try to crash into these balls. I don't know if I should try to go under the 5 and hit the 7. I can still kind of draw a stun over to just about even with the 5, you know, first diamond-ish. So that's what I decided to go with here. This is a really, really touchy shot, as you're about to see. Almost scratched. And I got too far on the angle, so now I have to punch it. I have to try to miss the side pocket. The natural angle is pretty much in the side pocket, so I had to put some stun on it. I also want to go around the 8 so I don't hit the 8 ball at all. I thought I did this really well. I was kind of just going for the 6 somewhere, so I was trying to get the cue ball around. I happened to get it pretty much straight on in the corner. Like, I could have played it, I could have had it go, if I went a little bit less, I would have gone on the upper left. A little bit more, I could probably gone on the side. That happened to work. I did not have a specific point picked out for that shot. And 6 was pretty much just a follow shot. 7's going to be a little bit lower left, or sorry, lower right, just to pull it back by the 8. 8 is just a stop shot, and 9 is in the pocket. We hope. And once again, I do not move the rack template. I guess I'm just comfortable with shooting it. Right here, it makes me nervous because it could go off a little bit, but at least I'm not using the balls that Mario He was using when his shot moved. And we are on the hill. It is Adam 4, Ghost 2. We'll see what happens this next one. This break I actually scratched, but based on the rules we talked about, or I talked about earlier, in playing against the Ghost, the scratch and the break does not count, at least for if you're not playing like a Darren Appleton crazy level. So I decided to keep playing this. For here, I have to get on the 1. From the 1, I have to get to the 2 so I can punch an angle out to like middle of the table. I have to actually get past the line of the 3 ball. Into the pocket. So I have to make sure I maintain an angle here because it's really easy to get straight on the 3 and then at that point have no real way to get to the 5. First one's good. I really didn't have a way to follow that, so I had to draw it back. And this is really the key shot. I need to get past, I'm looking at the angle now, I need to get past this pocket line angle so I can then draw it back to take the 5 in the same corner I'm playing the 2. And I did that, if I may say, really well. Now it's pretty much a draw a little bit to the right. I'm going to go past the side pocket here. But there's a number of different ways. You know, the 7 is blocking the pocket, so I don't have to worry about scratching in the side. I did get a little close, and it got right on the rail, which is not something I would have wanted. I need to learn how to play these shots where I go 2 rails and I bounce out more. It'll not only will it get me off the rail, it'll go towards the 5. Here, I don't really want to hold it for the side because I'm at a kind of a goofy angle, so I want to come up and down as long as I don't hit the 9. Or sorry, not up and down, yeah, up there, down here, and with enough angle to play the 6 in the same pocket. And then here I'm just focusing on making this ball. My natural shot to make a ball is going to be a little bit of stun, so I do that. Come off the rail. Here there's a number of ways to play it. I decide to go for the natural position, taking 3 rails around, as opposed to just drawing it back, because I still have in my mind fresh that I didn't do that well in the previous game, and the angle is just so perfect here. And then all I gotta do is punch off the rail to make sure I'm not stuck on the rail for this 9-ball shot. That worked out really well. I won't even mention that I didn't remove the template rack. Oh wait, maybe I just did. And it is all over. Only thing left to do is change the score, which I'll make a big production out of. And I win 5-2. So that's it for this one. Still talking to my buddy Matt about getting him over here to do a match against him where either one or both of us will commentate. We'll have to see how much time he has. Probably just going to be me commentating after the fact because I have to edit the video down and render it and all this kind of stuff. But let me know if you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment. Like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff if you want. I kind of just started this channel as a way to document my own progress. If you look back at a lot of my old videos, I actually wrote up my thoughts kind of like this in the description, and I went over like every shot and every table and everything, and that just got too time consuming, so I just went and I started uploading table runs, and then lately I've been slowing down doing that. I still do it when I practice, but it'll be weeks later probably before I actually upload things. But yeah, maybe I'll grow this channel. Maybe I'll make it more. Maybe I'll do more thumbnails or something and make an actual channel. Otherwise, right now, I'm kind of just letting YouTube do its thing. So everyone have a great day, and hope you enjoyed this.